E1JW. Did the next get canceled for tonight? E1JW.
V1JW, VE1CA. Robert here. I think I'm going to step in here. I missed a couple of my turns, so I'm just trying to find the preamble here. It's Robert V1CT's turn.
Yeah, very good, Rob. Yeah, good thing. Glad you're picking it up. Yeah, I saw that on the email Jim sent out that it was Robert's turn, but maybe something happened. He having difficulty or something. So I'm glad somebody's stepping up. We'll be listening with interest. V1JW.
All right, this is a VE1CA. Before I get started, VE1 Charlie Tango, are you there? Okay, hearing nothing, I'll take over here. Hey, Robert's having some technical difficulties, so I'll step in. I missed a couple due to some technical difficulties in my calendar. So anyway, good evening, everyone. Just be a moment here. I'll bring up the preamble, and we'll get things rolling. All right, welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Before we get started, is there any emergency or priority traffic for the net? Okay, this is Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha. Name is Robert, and I'll be your net controller fill-in for tonight, unless V1CT steps in. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic time in the CQ Maritimes room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also being live streamed on my YouTube channel. Just search Rob VE1RMJ. That's Romeo Oscar Bravo space Victor Echo 1 Romeo Mike Juliet, my recall time, so that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When checking in, please give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will have a chance to check in. A reminder, due to delay in the system, please key up for a second or two before transmitting and keep your TT button on for a second after your transmission has finished. Okay, before we get started, is there any announcements for the net? Okay, hearing nothing. Hopefully we still have everyone tuned in here. We will start with short time stations and mobile stations. Short time and mobile stations, please call now.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo here on portable. Victor Echo 1 Juliet Sierra, V1JF.
Okay, so far for short time stations, I have VY2 Golf Foxtrot, VE9 Charlie Uniform Bravo Portable, and VE1 Juliet Sierra. Is there any other short time or mobile stations?
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Victor Echo 9, PAL.
Okay, we also had a VE9 PL there, so we'll take that portable station first, a VE9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Don, come on in.
Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha, this is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo here on handheld. Good evening, Rob, and good evening to everybody on the Fusion Net tonight. No real traffic, just to check in, being for your bucket, as they say. So with that, Rob, I'll give it back to you. I hope everybody has a great remainder of the week. So with that, I'll give it back to you. Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha, this is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Thanks, Rob, for doing the net and calling me in.
VE9 CUB, VE1 CA. Okay, Don, well, thanks for checking in and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. All right, now we'll go up to George, VY2 Golf Foxtrot. Come on in.
Well, good evening, Robert, and everybody on the net, and thank you for doing the net. Well, big weekend coming up, going up to Summerside for Saturday. They're going to be doing an activation from the Buffalo aircraft that's on static display at the airport, and on Sunday I'm going to take a shoot up to Northport outside of Alberton there and activate the rear range light and the park. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good week, and we'll look forward to the net next Wednesday. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
VY2 Golf Foxtrot, VE1 CA. All right, George, well, that sounds like a fun, busy weekend. Good luck, and thanks for checking in, 7-3. All right, next is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Sierra. John, come on in.
V1 Charlie Alpha on the net, V1JS. Good evening, Rob. Thanks for calling me in. Just a short time here today. Nice day here in San Nicola. A little gray. A little blue showed occasionally, but not very much. For a gray day. Good day for staying indoors and getting things done here, which I did. 7-3 all. We'll look for you again next week. V1 Charlie Alpha, V1JS. 7-3, everybody.
VE1JS, VE1CA. Okay, John, well, thanks for the check-in. It was a little cooler today, but of course the humidity's off the charts like it's always been here lately. But anyway, thanks for checking in and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. And next on the list is Victor Echo 9 Papa Alpha Lima. Paul, come on.
VE1CA, this is V9PAL. How you doing there, Rob, and everybody else on the net? She's 25 degrees, sun is shining, and she's muggy. Oh, well, at least the sun is shining. Anyway, you guys take care, have a great week, and take care of yourself. V9PAL.
VE9PL, VE1CA. All right, Paul, well, thanks for the check-in, and I think I can see the sun kind of peeking through out there here, but it wasn't that sunny of a day, but it was warm. Little showers here off and on. Thanks for the check-in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, we cleared through the through those short time stations. So now we shall go to PEI. Any Prince Edward Island stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now. All right, we'll try once more. Any Prince Edward Island stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now. All right, now we'll hopefully get some more there on the second round. Let's go to New Brunswick. Any New Brunswick stations that would like to check in, please call now.
VE9 Victor Echo Alpha.
VE1 Tango United.
Okay, so far for New Brunswick stations, I have Victor Echo 9, Victor Echo Alpha, and VE1 Tango United. Any other New Brunswick stations? All right, top of the list, VE9, VEA, Vern, come on in.
So, VE1 Charlie Alpha Wednesday Night Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Mr. Rob. Nice to hear your melodious harmonies coming out of Oxford tonight, and you're taking over the net. So, all I can say, Rob, not a bad day here, great day. Finally, I don't know what time it started, but late in the day here, around supper time hour, started to rain. I think it's still raining a bit. We've had some thunder and a little bit, one flash of lightning I saw, so we're just having a light thunderstorm, but it has had a couple of big downpours in it, that's for sure. Okay, Rob, not too much else to report. Doing as good as usual. Hopefully, my nose system is going to hang in there for the duration of the net. If it doesn't, I'll just have to get up and give it a kick and put it back on the air there. So, Rob, we just want to wish everybody good evening, a great wake-up call tomorrow. 7:30 to all, 88 to ladies. Special good evening, scatter listeners, we'll turn it back to you. VE1 Charlie Alpha, Wednesday Night Fusion Net Control. Oh, yeah, by the way, Rob, thanks for calling us in and putting up with my foolishness one more time. And thanks for doing the net. So, I think that's about it. So, VE1 Charlie Alpha Net Control, VE9 Victor Echo Alpha, 7-3s all around, 7-3s, Rob, bye-bye.
VE9, VEA, VE1C. All right, Vern, well, thanks for checking in there. Always great to hear you checking in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, let's see here. I've got the next station we have is Victor Echo 1, Tango United. Dennis, come on.
VE1 Charlie Alpha. This is VE1 Tango United. Good evening, Rob. Good evening to all that may be listening. So today we'll start off like starting off the last 3 weeks. Cloudy in the morning, very muggy, warm temperatures. The afternoon it brightens up some, but never seems to really clear off. Haven't seen the sun for ages. It stays very, very hot and muggy. We didn't get any rain, I don't think, today, but maybe later on. And today was grocery day. My son, V1 Bravo Charlie Lima, and his wife picked the groceries up for me and delivered them here to the apartment. So we're good for another week. Otherwise, we're just twiddling our thumbs and putting in the time, Rob. So back to you. This is VE1 Tango United.
VE1 to you, VE1C. All right, guys. Well, glad to hear you check in there this evening, and also good to hear you're all stocked up there. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, thanks for the check-in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, now we're looking for stations in Nova Scotia. Any stations in Nova Scotia would like to check in, please call now.
Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey.
Victor Echo 1 Golf Uniform Yankee VE1GUI.
Victor Echo 1, Victor Echo Golf.
Victor Echo 1, November Romeo Lima.
Victor Echo 1, Delta, Alpha, Delta.
E1DSS.
Victor Echo 1, Echo Papa, Delta. Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray, V1ZX.
Okay, we had a great list there. I think everybody came in pretty good, but there can always be some doubles. So I'll list off who we have so far for Nova Scotia. Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa, Victor Echo 1 Juliet Whiskey, Victor Echo 1 Golf Uniform Yankee, Victor Echo 1 Victor Echo Golf, VE1 November Romeo Lima, VE1 Delta Alpha Delta, VE1 Delta Sierra Sierra, VE1 Echo Papa Delta, and Victor Echo 1 Zulu X-ray. Did we miss any other Nova Scotia stations in there?
Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray. VE1 FOX.
All right, and we got you there, Curtis, on the list. So we'll head up to the top of the list. Let's see. Actually, I got the wrong order here. So on the top of the list, I have Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa. Gordon, come on
in. VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Golf Papa. Good evening, Rob. Good of you to pick up the net there. No real traffic tonight. The weather was very muggy until about 4 o'clock. The sun came out. It's actually a very nice evening, but nice to be part of your net, Rob. And 7-3 to all. Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa.
VE1 Golf Papa, VE1C. Okay, Gordon, well, thanks for checking in. And, well, the least I could do, I'm guilty of missing a couple because I had some issues with not having them in my calendar. So the least I can do is to fill in here tonight. Thanks again, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, next is Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey. Eric, come on in.
Yeah, good evening again, Robert, and everybody else. Not a big crowd so far, but going along nice and smooth. I guess nothing too much to offer today. I don't think I haven't been on the radio too much the last few days. Was some sort of a solar disturbance, and the vans have been pretty crappy, but been on a little bit. But I think yesterday I only worked one contact or two, but just wasn't anybody that wanted to talk to me, I guess. But anyway, so today it's been raining here, so we've been just sitting inside most of the day. Went out and did some shopping, but come back, and then we just been staying inside and watching the rain come down. Stopped at the moment, so we'll hope it'll not start again till bedtime, but sounds like there should be some more rain overnight and into the morning. And yeah, we had a power outage here last night. Still haven't found out what happened. It went out about 11:15, come back on about 1:30 in the morning, but no, there was no rain, no lightning, no nothing. It was quiet outside. So not quite sure what happened, whether a tree fell down on the line or what happened, but something happened anyway. Put out 1,200 of us in the area, so it was good that they weren't too long getting it back on anyway. Other than that, just listening with interest. VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Juliet Whiskey.
Oh, V1JW, VE1CA. All right, Eric. Well, thanks for checking in. And yeah, the sun's been very active lately. The solar cycle, I think, is gonna peak early, and it's been throwing out all kinds of stuff at us. So good and bad there. Anyway, thanks for the check-in, and 7-3. Have a great evening. Next, we got Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee. Joe, come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha. Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee. Good evening there, Rob. Good evening to everyone here on the Fusion Net here tonight on a Wednesday night. Now, it wasn't too bad of a day here. I guess we got a few more days to come. This old humidity. And it's not going to go away just as soon as ever we want. I see the sun another couple of days, might come out for a couple hours, but back in again. So, and maybe Wednesday, I think that's what it is. So, the sun might peek out tomorrow and for a bit. Other than that, I guess we got to live with it, because that's what's happening. And the heat everywhere in the world is heat. So I have an idea the world's going to burn up anyway in time. So I think it'll last forever. Can't go on. So something's going to take place. Too much of everything is happening. Other than that, I guess that's enough of my shooting off my foolishness. So I guess it's not foolishness, but anyway. Other than that, thanks for calling me in, and everybody enjoy the evening. V1GUI.
VE1GUI, VE1CA. All right, Joe. Well, thanks for checking in. Well, hey, we can only hope for the best. It definitely is a lot of negative news weather-wise and things around the world. So let's hope things can cool off. All right. Well, 7-3, and have a great evening. All right, next we have Victor Echo, let's see here, Victor Echo 1, Victor Echo Golf. Larry, come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha. This is Victor Echo 1, Victor Echo Golf. Well, thanks for calling me in, Rob. I don't know if we've met before or not, but it's great to give me a chance to say a few words to this evening. Well, I haven't been on the Fusion Net before, and this is my first time. And finally got everything working fairly good here so far, I hope. And yeah, and well, we don't think we're going to see much sun for a while, but anyway, we will eventually, I suppose. So anyway, I'll let you go, and hopefully we'll be talking with you some other Wednesday evening. This is Victor Echo 1, Victor Echo Golf, Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, 7-3 for now, sir.
VE1 VG, VE1C. Okay, Larry. Well, thanks for checking. Yeah, it looks like we haven't talked before in the look of my logging software here. So glad to have you aboard, and we hope to hear you every Wednesday. You have yourself a good evening. 7-3. And next we have Victor Echo 1, November Romeo Lima. Norman, come on in.
Yeah, good evening. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, Victor Echo 1, November Romeo Lima. Thank you, Robert, for calling me in. Thank you for doing the net. The weather, huh? Oh, the weather. It's, I guess this is what it's like in England. They always say it's always raining in England, so we get a taste of that for a change. We don't usually get this much wet weather all in one spurt, but I guess we'll get some sun eventually. It's bound to happen, right? I guess I shouldn't say that. I might jinx it. But not much to report here. Happy to be on the net tonight, and I wish everybody a good evening, and 7-3. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, Victor Echo 1, November Romeo Lima.
VE1 NRL, VE1CA. All right, Norman. Well, thanks for the check-in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Next station is Victor Echo 1 Delta Alpha Delta. David, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob, and everybody on frequency. It's been like everywhere else down here. Rain one minute, fog the next, more rain. I don't think we even seen the sun, but we've seen everything else. But anyhow, it is what it is. I guess wait a little while, and weather will change for sure. Anyhow, thanks for doing the net. Thanks for taking me in, and we'll hear you next time, 73s.
VE1DAD, VE1C. All right, there, David. Well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Next is VE1 Delta Sierra Sierra. Craig, come on in.
Thanks for doing that. Thanks for calling me in. Yeah, it's strange weather for sure. We were to the Annapolis Valley yesterday, and it was hot like the sun. It was 33 or 34 degrees down there, and very warm all evening and night here, and now it's pouring rain, and still very, very warm. But it is what it is, and we'll take this and deal with what we can anyway. So, other than that, we're on 2 weeks vacation from work, and at least paid work, doing quite a few jobs in around the house and yards and stuff, always things to do when you live on a farm. So, other than that, nothing else from Antigonish County, and we'll say 7-3 to everybody, and everybody have a great rest of the week. VE1 DSS.
VE1 DSS, VE1C. Okay, Craig. Well, thanks for the check-in, and well, enjoy your vacation, and well, hopefully not work too hard. 7-3. Next station is Victor Echo 1 Echo Papa Delta. Edwin, come on in.
VE1CA, VE1EPD. Not much to report, just here listening along. Nice net so far, and like everywhere else, had foggy fog and all kinds of stuff. But managed to get my trailer, speedboat trailer, which we're working on, painted this afternoon. And I do believe we never had rain, a little bit of fog, but it dried, so that was all right. VE1CA, VE1EPD, 7-3.
VE1EPD, VE1CA. All right, Edwin. Well, thanks for the check-in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. Next is Victor Echo 1 Zulu X-Ray. Brad, come on in.
Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha, the 1 Zulu X-Ray. Very good evening, Rob. We seen the sun most of the afternoon here. Pretty rainy this morning, though. But I see the fog moving up the bay again, so it looks like another foggy evening here, and probably fog in the morning. Thanks, Rob, for picking up the net, and thanks for checking me in. Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha from Victor Echo 1 Zulu X-Ray, Brad, and 2 Island Pirates, bro.
VE1 Zulu X-Ray, VE1CA. All right, Brad. Well, thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. And you have yourself a good evening, 7-3. And last on the list, we have VE1 FOX. Curtis, come on in.
Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains, Ames County. Good evening to you, Rob. Good evening to Fred just hitting me there, and all the other operators on there hitting me there for sure. Yeah, no, we've playing bingo tonight, so we almost forgot about the net. Trying to win that big $20,000 worth of stuff there. So anyways, they're giving it away tomorrow night, so naturally I'm going to have to put in for that night too. Anyways, weather-wise, so look, Robert, it's been raining here, look, day in, day out. Sunshine would come out, then the sunshine would disappear, and we've just rained here a few minutes ago, stepped outside, yeah, it's raining, and in about 2 seconds the rain stops, so I don't know if it's raining out there again yet or not, but I think it is, so that's what we've been having. Rain showers, trying to get that grass cut, look, it's wicked. Old grass, you get stuck underneath the old mower, and man, oh man, lungs are right up, so there you go. Anyhow, that's about it. It's a great summer, though. There's not really wrong with it. A little bit of rain. I mean, you know, gosh, we definitely need that. So there we be. So with that, Robert, thanks for calling me into the net. Thanks for being there for it. So with that, we'll give it back to you. Everybody have a great evening, a great rest of the week, and we'll let it go with that. So Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray. Here in 3 Mile Plains, Hants County. 7-3, Robert, back to you.
Oh, VE1FOX, VE1CA. All right, Curtis. Yeah, well, we've been getting a fair share of that rain, and too bad we couldn't share some of it away where they need it. We definitely got our share of it, and in a lot of ways, too much. And there's some affecting some farming, but you know, it's better than the forest fire, so I wish we could kind of spread some of the rain around where they really need it. But anyway, you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, now we'll look for any stations outside the maritime provinces that would like to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call.
Victor Echo 3, X-Ray India Delta.
I heard Victor Echo 3 X-Ray India Delta. I got cut off there by seeing the call sign on my screen. Any other stations outside the maritime provinces? Right, well, let's go to Victor Echo 3 X-Ray India Delta. Jim, come on in.
VE1, Charlie Alpha, VE3, X-Ray India Delta. Congrats on the 2x2. And nice to hear you on here, Rob. And yeah, not much else going on here except it's been a dull day, so not too hot. I think we got up to 27 degrees, so we're surviving. Got lots of fans going here in the apartment. Other than that, just wanted to say hello to everybody, and yeah, we'll just turn it back over to net control and listen along. 7-3, VE3 X-Ray India Delta.
VE3 X-Ray India Delta, VE1C. All right, Jim, thanks for checking in. And yeah, we've been keeping the AC going and fans, and I'm sure you know the power company's loving us here. Not the pocketbook. Anyway, you stay cool, and thanks for checking in. 7-3. All right, we'll go back and do a second round here. So let's see if we can pick up some more stations from Prince Edward Island. Any PEI stations, please call now. And one more try. Any stations in Prince Edward Island, please call now. Alright, hearing nothing, we'll now go to our second round in New Brunswick. Any other New Brunswick stations that would like to check in, please call now.
Victor 9, Delta Echo November Mobile.
Okay, we got VE9DEN Mobile. Any other New Brunswick stations, please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Okay, and I got VE9OSK. One more shot in case anyone got covered up. New Brunswick stations. Okay, let's go to the top of the list. VE9DEN Mobile. Denny, come on in. Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November, Denny, Mobile, come on in. Okay, maybe we lost him there. We'll try him again here. We'll take VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Oscar, come on in.
This is V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Good evening. I didn't catch your call. I know you're V1, but I didn't catch your call. I just got the radio on there. Sorry about that. That's why I'm not giving your call. I knew you were V1 there. But beside that, the weather is good here. We had a little shower going through, but the temperature is still in the top 28 and with the humidex real high. So beautiful summer. That's what I should say there. Went down to the boat this afternoon. Had a good time there too there. Thanks for doing that, and thanks for calling me in. 7-3 from Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo India.
VE9 OSK. This is Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, Rob here in Oxford. All right, Oscar. Well, thanks for the check-in, and you have yourself a good evening, 7-3. And we'll try one more time for that mobile station, VE9 Delta Echo November. Denny, are you there? All right, we must have missed him there. Hopefully, we'll get him there at the end. Okay, that was it for the second round in New Brunswick. So, second round for Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia stations, please call now.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Echo Sierra, VE1DES. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1JBL.
Okay, I got VE1DES and VE1JBL. Anybody else in Nova Scotia that we might have missed? All right, VE1 and DES. Donnie, come on in.
VE1CA, VE1DES. Down here in foggy Yarmouth, Nova Scotia.
Well, I shouldn't complain. I'd rather have this than what other parts of the world have been having. 110-degree temperatures, higher than that, sometimes 130. I'll take this anytime, although I do like to grumble. There's Jim in the background, so I'll turn it back to you. V1CA, V1DES.
Oh, V1DES, the VE1CA. Okay, there, Johnny. Well, I was at my cottage last week on vacation and had our fair share of fog roll in there down the eastern shore, and with the rain and then the heat and everything. Anyway, thanks for the check-in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, next we got Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. Jim, come on in.
VE1CA from VE1JBL. Good evening, Robert. Now all on frequency. So I was expecting CK or CT, I guess, Robert. But anyways, as long as we got somebody on here, that's all we need. Good to hear you on here tonight here, and I'm not going to keep it, Robert. I'm watching the puppy, and he's outside here, and he's heading towards the woods, so I better go round him up here. Anyways, thanks very much for doing that there, and we'll be typing with you. VE1CA from VE1JBL, Jim and Tignish, 7-3.
VE1JBL, VE1CA. All right there, Jim. Well, glad to hear you. Check in, and yeah, gotta get some updates, get some pictures of that puppy out there. Hopefully doing well and fitting in. And yeah, I got some making up to do, and I heard nothing but silence, and I just so happened to have actually been home this evening, so I dashed into the shack and dusted everything off in here and got on here to fill in. So I don't know what happened to Robert there, but anyway, thought I would help out. Anyway, 7-3, Jim, have yourself a good evening. V1JBL, VE1CA.
Yeah, okay, very good, Robert. Well, thanks very much for coming in there. Yeah, I was late getting in here. I was out mowing the lawn. It was so hot this afternoon, I didn't want to do it then. So I was mowing the lawn tonight, and as I was mowing, I was saying, I'm missing something. And I'm saying, holy shit, I said, the net is on. I better go see what's going on. So I'm glad you filled in. Thanks very much. 7-3.
Good stuff there, Jim. Well, you have a good evening there, and go catch the puppy there. V1JBL, VE1CA. All right, that's the second round in Nova Scotia. So let's put out a call, and for anybody, anywhere, that'd like to check in, please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
V9 MTV, VE1CA. Well, come on in, Mike. Just one station there at a time.
VE1CA with the Maritime Fusion Net VE9 MTV. Good evening there, Robert. Good evening to Jim. Just checked in there. Just got in here. Was at my daughter's there for supper, and just got back home. So I thought I'd better rush down the shack here and fire up the Wires X software and get on here. Yeah, I did load up the newer version, 1.5, 1.55 I think it was, and I hooked it up to my Windows 11 computer, and everything is working good with my FT5 there on the portable. So glad to have that working again. And yeah, I just bought a new Dell, it's a second-hand computer, but it's a laptop and works with Windows 11 Pro, so thought I'd had the cable already with the RT software there, the number 68 cable, so it was compatible with the Windows 11, so I'm on the air with the Windows 11 there, with the Wires X, so that's good. Other than that, yeah, beautiful. It turned out pretty good today there. This afternoon, the sun came out, so hopefully it'll be the same thing tomorrow. I got to cut the grass there. I didn't have a chance today, but tomorrow's the day. Anyway, have a good net there, Robert. Thanks for doing the net. I thought it was supposed to be the other Robert, VE1CT, but maybe I'm wrong. That's what the message from Jim said. So back to you. Have a good net there, Robert. VE1CA, VE9MTV.
Oh, VE9MTV, VE1CA. All right, Michael, thanks for checking in. And well, let's see. Glad to hear that the Windows 11's working well with your Wires X stuff, and there's no driver issues with that cable and everything. That's good. Oh, my poor FT5 DR, I had to send that away already for a warranty repair. The screen was acting up on it, and fortunately had to shell out some money to ship it there, and I'm going to have to shell out some money to some of it to come back, I guess. So not impressed with that, so we'll see what happens when it comes back. And yeah, it was supposed to be Robert there, but there was I don't know what happened to him, and I got some making up to do because I missed a couple there by mistake there on my calendar conflict. So good stuff hearing you there this evening. And oh yeah, the grass. Oh my goodness, I imagine my lawn out there. I haven't taken the ruler to it, but it's over a foot, I would imagine. So it's going to be good fun to cut. Hopefully get some dry weather that I can actually get out there. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Mike. You have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, well, we're still looking for any stations anywhere that would like to check in. Please call now.
Victor Echo 9, November Alpha, VE9NA.
Okay, we have VE9NA. Any other stations anywhere? All right, not hearing anything. Victor Echo 9, November Alpha. Nelson, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Robert. Good evening to everyone on the net. I did check in the last call, but Mike was stronger than I, so I guess you didn't heard me. But that's all right. I got all kinds of time, and thanks for calling me and doing the net, and hope you're doing well. And the garden is growing. We had 4.6 millimeters of rain during the night, and we got a shower around 5 o'clock. We got another 1.2 millimeters of rain. So we got plenty of that, which is good. We need the rain. We don't have to haul any water. So anyway, we'll turn it back to you, Robert. V1CA with the Fusion Net from VE9NA.
VE9NA, VE1CA. All right, Nelson. Well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Okay, we're sitting at 23 check-ins tonight, and it's getting close to closing time, but there's still lots of room here on the log sheet. So let's see if anybody out there would like to check in that hasn't checked in yet. Please call now. All right, well, things are slowing down, so I guess we'll issue a second last call for the net. Second last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now.
Oh, yeah, Charlie.
Joe, I didn't catch that call sign. We're using VE1JCC, and come on in.
Yeah, I'm using the VE1JCC call. That should be on your radio there, and I'm on the same repeater that you're using, I think. Anyway, just to check in for you there, Robert. I just barely turned the radio up here. It's on all the time, but just barely turned it up. So I don't have any traffic. Hello to Nelson there, I heard, and thanks for calling in, V1JCC at the lake.
VE1JCC, VE1CA. All right, Joe, at the lake. Hopefully things are going well there this summer. And no, if I was going by your call sign that's showing up, you got your PEI call sign there. So I only heard the J and the C, and I thought you said VE1 there. So we got you in there in Nova Scotia land. So great stuff, and good to hear you there checking in. You have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, well, we'll issue the final call here. Final call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now. All right, well, hearing nothing but silence there, we'll close the net. There were 24 check-ins this evening. I would like to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. We want to thank the owners of the repeaters and nodes who link in tonight for helping us expand the area for little hams to check in. A recap of the net will be included in the email reminder next week. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.maarc.ca. That's Mike Alpha Alpha Romeo Charlie Charlie Alpha, and click on Club Activities Nets. Now that the net has concluded, the CQ Maritime's room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha signing off. Good night, all.
V1 Charlie Alpha, V1JCC there, Robert.
VE1CA, I see you changed your either your radio or you changed your call there.
There we go. I think I'm transmitting digital there now. Yeah. I was just wondering if it's changed there now. I thought I had changed that, but
I guess I didn't. I got two of these radios, so maybe the other one I did, and that and I didn't twist this one. But anyway, should be JCC there now.
Yep, you're coming in as that call there. Good stuff. How are you guys doing?
Oh, just great. Yeah, I'm here by myself. All week. Tracy got to go home to work, so not much sense in me going home. Nothing for me to do there. Lots to do here, and I like it here better than over there. So I'm not on the radio very much though. But when I'm home, when I'm on the island, I'm never off the radio. So I think that's why I like it here. To get away from the radio for a little bit.
Give you a little break from all that RF there. Hi. Well, hey, that's not too bad. Too bad that the missus there is away there, but there's some peace and quiet, I guess. Oh, it's good, and it does look like a really nice place. I was down at my cottage there last week, all week, and some of it I was there solo. But that was a great vacation. Would have been nice to have a little bit better weather, but all in all, it could have been a lot worse. And it was a good little break. And now that I'm back into the swing of things here and covering two other guys that are on vacation now for 2 weeks, and when they get back, it's going to be showtime for the Blueberry. So it's busy. I need another vacation already, but anyway, we'll get through it. Every year, it all comes together.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, Rob, I'll not hold you there. I'll let you go. I just wondering if the call sign was changed there now or not. And thanks for doing the net there. Thanks for calling us in. We'll catch you later. V1 JCC clear.
Sounds good. Enjoy your evening. Great to hear you. It's been a little while. 7-3 VE1 JCC, VE1 CA. I'll be going clear.